It was snowstorm day when I suddenly saw a tiny, lifeless-looking dog, unable to move. Before we start, subscribe and like the video. It will help me to grow the account and bring you more wholesome pet content. I decided to take a look at it. I'm not into pets, so I left it in the hallway of the next building. But the way it looked, like it was dying, I couldn't walk away. I took him home. It was filthy and shaking. I cleaned it with my own body wash. Then he suddenly started to cry. Poor puppy. The water is warm, but it still hurts a lot. It breaks my heart watching him tearing. I put all my heart and strength into saving him, and honestly, I was not so sure that I could make it. I reached out to people online and tried to follow their advice. At one point, I thought, this is it. There's nothing else I can do. But then, it stood up. Just barely. That moment gave me hope. Slowly, it started to fight back. I don't know what will happen next, but at least for now, it's alive. That's all I could do to help him. Finally, he is standing up. Want some water? Looks like he is not thirsty. I started feeding him little by little. It wasn't much, but it made a difference. This should be nutritious enough to partially recover. Now he looks almost happy, but for now he is still a little shy and scared. Looks like he doesn't fully trust me. Let him rest a while. I decided to call him Haitang Flower. Sounds very cute. He is still not sleeping. Let's give him a good night. Morning came, and he seemed better. His tail wagged a little as he looked at me. He tilted his head, almost like asking for food. People online gave advice like feeding him goat milk, but I knew I wasn't the right person to take care of him. My life wasn't meant for a pet. Still, I promised I'd find him a safe place. Don't worry, I'll take you to a shelter where you'll have friends. But for now, I'll try to feed you little by little with what I have at home, because it's quite hard to go out to purchase things because of the snowstorm of these days. This poop is so big. Are you sure it's yours? At least he's not making a mess inside. That night, he curled up in the bathroom, and I whispered, "You're safe now." As I sat down, I realized something. He wasn't just a stray dog anymore. He was someone I cared for deeply, even though it was hard sometimes. He had shown me what it means to care, even when it wasn't easy. Two days has passed by now. I started looking for a shelter, thinking it would be the best place for him. But then I came across comments online. Some shelters weren't as safe as they seemed. That thought kept me up at night. Could I really trust strangers with this little life? I was stuck, torn between wanting to help and feeling completely out of my depth. Luckily, my friends stepped in. They started sharing adoption posts, spreading the word. And just as I was about to send him to a shelter, someone reached out. They wanted to adopt him. They already had another dog, so this little guy wouldn't be lonely. It sounded like a dream come true. Looks like Buddy will have a new home soon. He looked at me with those big, trusting eyes, and I felt my chest tighten. I got him ready, wrapped him up warm because he was still so small and the cold outside was biting. When his new owner arrived, it was a mix of relief and heartbreak. We exchanged a few words. How to care for him, what to expect, and then it was time. I handed over his leash, and just like that, he was gone. I watched as they driven away, this tiny little fluff ball heading to a new life. It's strange how quickly he became part of my world. I didn't even think I'd care this much. But knowing he's safe, warm, and loved now, that makes it all worth it. Sometimes, letting go is the hardest thing. But it's also the kindest thing you can do.
Thế là nhìn nó lộ quá.